Hey everybody, just wanted to do a semi-quick vid on my new G-Shock watch. It's a GW3000B1A. I saw a vid by a guy that I'm subscribed to on his new G-Shock, and I remember with a lot of great nostalgia the G-Shocks I've owned through the years when I was young. And I thought I should have another one of those. I need a beater watch. I love my Marathon. I love the JSR. This thing is amazing. What a tank. Had it in the Gulf, had it in the desert, the Gulf of Mexico. Not the Gulf War. That was not me. The Gulf of Mexico and in the Nevada desert. It has been everywhere I have been lately, and I'd even wear the thing to sleep even though it's a heavy watch. But I thought, I love that thing so much I don't want to beat it up. How about a nice beater watch? I have a couple titanium watches that are nice, but I don't have any G-Shock plastic resin type watches anymore. Why don't I check those out? I started shopping for them after I saw his vid, feeling nostalgic, and I thought, yeah, probably won't be that expensive. Let's get a knock around. I found these things from $39 all the way up to $1,200 when they're diamond encrusted. There are so many models out there now that it is ridiculous. In my shopping, I found that the certain watches, certain G-Shocks, had different features than others. One of the ones that I found really neat was they called it atomic timekeeping, I believe. And this one, you see the top line underneath the 12 says multi-band 6. That means that this watch will sync up with one of the 6 atomic clocks around the world, depending on your location, and set the time automatically to give you the best time. If you do not link up with one of the atomic clocks and you've set it manually, it stays plus minus 15 seconds a month. Still pretty good. Underneath where it says multi-band 6, you'll see this one says tough solar. The tough solar is that this watch is solar powered. Should never need to replace the battery. The entire face is a solar panel, and it will be powered off of incandescent or fluorescent light, although it takes longer from those power sources, and powers quickly and very well from direct sunlight. Once fully charged, the watch will keep keeping time for 5 months without any further exposure to light. I thought that was pretty impressive, because if I'm ever 5 months without exposure to light, something either horribly bad has happened or you're not going to see me again, and I really don't care if the watch is running. This one, they fit every feature that they fit into the digital watches except for the countdown timer. I have a date window, day of the week, 24-hour military type time, world time, which is set to LA 3 hours behind us. Every single line you see, the larger line, it's hard to see the smaller ones through the camera. Every one of the larger lines you see on that right-hand dial is 2 hours. They put stainless buttons on it, kind of dirty, which I think look nice. They use screws to keep the strap on this model. Strap on. What can I say? Stainless steel case back. It's 200 meters water resistant, 20 bars, atmospheres, whatever you want to call it, 660 feet, give or take. The adjust, the mode, split reset, and start stop have been labeled on the back instead of the face of the watch, which I like. On most models, it's labeled on the face. From what I can see, this one is already quite busy, and I think it would have messed up the watch to put that into the edges. Would have taken away from the appeal. This one's their aviation or aviator type series. It's one of the larger cases, not the largest. And there, I believe, are 4 different heights to the display if you count the date window. And it's made to look like a cockpit. There's a line going across from the 3 all the way out to the 9. It's kind of hard to see there. And it's made to give you that flight control look. It's very nice. You see the city codes going around the outside of the dial. And it's otherwise just a very attractive watch in my opinion. I thought about getting a digital, but once I saw this one, I found it had both the features I wanted, which is the atomic timekeeping and the solar power. And then I realized that it's not using the push bars or the pin bars, whatever they call them. It's using screws because that seems to be the weakest link on a G-Shock for what I've known historically. this kind of had all the features I wanted, and I like the look of an analog watch better. I also like how they recessed the crystal behind this dome. I have a Bertucci Field watch, which is titanium with the recessed mineral crystal, and that watch is completely destroyed all the way around the outside in appearance, although the titanium is still perfect, no deep scratches. The finish has just been destroyed, but the mineral crystal still looks perfect. I like how they recess the mineral crystal because on most of your blows are glancing blows on a watch, and that saves the crystal from any damage. Plus, mineral crystal is pretty tough, not as tough as sapphire, but those two features together, being a mineral crystal and recessed, means that most of the time you're not gonna bash it up. I also like how they brought the strap up to the edge here and raised that bar up. It makes the watch look shorter when it's on your wrist, and it also gives some protection from this rubberized type resin band, because most of the time I smash my watch, it's either here or here, or right on here. And depending on how I'm swinging my arm, what I'm doing, these take most of that abuse and keep the watch looking nice. Just thought I'd share this one with you guys. I like it a lot. It does glow. I can't remember what they called their proprietary glow in the dark. You can see it very well on the hour and minute hand, and all the hour indices do light up. Not the minute indices, just the hour indices. If I turn this off, you might be able to see it a little bit. Nope. Or maybe if I give it a blast with the E1B, it'll show up a little better. There you go. It will glow all the way through the night. The hour and the minute hand will glow very well through the night. The hour indices will fade out probably 3/4 of the way through, but you still can make them out a little bit. They're not like the JSAR. This thing, once it starts glowing, I could read a book by it, and I have trouble sleeping if the thing's on my arm. I have to turn my wrist so it's not facing me. You see, in comparison to my JSAR, forgive the shaking, my left arm's still jacked up from surgery. It's shorter by about 1.5 millimeters, if I remember the specs. Maybe 2. One thing I like about it is with no crown on the watch, you have nothing digging in the back of your hand. It's a very nice fit. And when your hand flexes, there's nothing to dig into you. Being water resistant, almost shock proof, decent looking, and relatively inexpensive at about $200 US at this point in time. It's a very, very nice watch. Very, very nice watch. I mean, a $39 G-Shock would probably be just as good, but this one tugged at me with the features I liked and the look of it. And I'm a sucker for orange on a watch. If I could have got the all orange one, I'd have been happy. But those were sold out. Limited run, I guess. G-Shock on the band. They do make this one with a metal strap. It's about $100 more from what I saw. Just a neat little knock around I thought I'd share with you guys. It also, if the hands get knocked out of place by some major event, they will fix themselves between 55 minutes and 5 after the hour at around midnight. Auto home fix, and if they don't automatically correct, which I have not seen happen, you are able to go into a mode and adjust where the hands are. Pretty good. Pretty good. And also, if you don't connect to the atomic clocks around the world, it will keep plus or minus 15 seconds off a manual setting per month, if I didn't already say that. I've done this vid like 3 times. People keep calling me, so I can't remember what I said. I'm messing up my phone. Stopping the vid, like I'm about to right now. Anyways, if you watched it this long, thanks for watching. Everybody take care of yourselves. Andy, John.